asked my brother not to bring his boyfriend to my wedding. My brother Jake has been dating this guy Trevor for almost 2 years now, and honestly, Trevor is just awful. Like the kind of person who makes you want to leave the room when he walks in. Last Christmas, Trevor showed up to dinner wearing flip-flops and a tank top to my mom's fancy dinner party. He spent the whole night on his phone playing some stupid mobile game with the volume on full blast. When my aunt tried talking to him about college, he literally said, "School is for losers who can't think for themselves," right in front of my 16-year-old cousin who's applying to universities. But that wasn't even the worst part. During dessert, he grabbed a whole slice of my mom's homemade apple pie with his bare hands and just walked around eating it like a sandwich while dropping crumbs everywhere. My mom spent 3 days making that pie from scratch with apples from our tree. Jake keeps making excuses for him, saying he's just misunderstood and that Trevor had a rough childhood. I get that, but being rude to my family isn't cool. At my engagement party, Trevor showed up an hour late, then complained the whole time about how boring it was. He kept asking when we could leave and if there was going to be real food, because apparently finger sandwiches weren't good enough. So when I was planning my wedding, I told Jake he was obviously invited, but maybe Trevor could sit this one out. I explained that I wanted my wedding day to be perfect and stress-free, and honestly, Trevor's attitude would probably ruin it for me. Jake completely lost it. He started yelling about how I was being homophobic and that I just couldn't accept that he was gay. But that's not it at all. I love my brother, and I've supported him since he came out when we were teenagers. I was literally the first person he told, and I helped him practice what to say to our parents. The thing is, if Jake was dating a girl who acted exactly like Trevor, I would have said the same thing. Gender has nothing to do with it. Trevor is just genuinely unpleasant to be around. Jake refused to come to the wedding unless Trevor could come too. I thought he was bluffing, but he actually missed my entire wedding. My parents kept texting him during the ceremony asking where he was, and he just sent back photos of him and Trevor at some bar having drinks. The worst part is my whole family kept asking me where Jake was, and I had to keep making up excuses. I told people he was sick or stuck at work because I didn't want to explain the real reason and make my wedding day about drama. Looking back at my wedding photos now, it just makes me sad. There's this huge empty spot at our family table where Jake should have been sitting. In every group photo, there's just this obvious gap where my brother was supposed to be standing next to me. My cousin ended up walking me down the aisle with my dad because Jake was supposed to do both. It was fine, but it wasn't the same. We had practiced it so many times, and he knew exactly how fast to walk so my dress wouldn't drag. 3 months later, Jake finally called me. Turns out Trevor had been cheating on him with some guy from his CrossFit gym. Jake found out when Trevor accidentally posted a story on Instagram of them making out in his car. When Jake confronted him, Trevor just shrugged and said he never promised to be exclusive. Jake was devastated and wanted to talk. He admitted that he knew Trevor was kind of awful, but he thought if he defended him enough, maybe Trevor would change. He also said he was scared that if he broke up with Trevor, he might not find anyone else who would want to date him. We talked for like 3 hours, and I told him he deserves so much better than someone who treats him and our family like garbage. Jake apologized for missing the wedding and said he regrets choosing Trevor over me, but honestly, the damage was already done.